Answering this question was not that difficult. During the last year and a half, I've learned and done so many things in my work and personal life. It is clear to me that I have developed myself very well, and I am still open and willing to continue learning and trying out new things. I noticed this at my school, but also in my personal life. One morning, out of nowhere, I got a text message asking me if I would like to be the next meet director of the Aruba Dolphins Open Water event, which would take place on the 25th of September 2022. I felt honored and at the same time a bit scared. I have never done such work, and whenever I hear the word director, I start thinking about a lot of responsibilities. But why be scared? I said to myself. Look at it as a challenge, or better self as an opportunity to use the tools I learned in this elective and not as an impossible job. During the 3 weeks period I had to organize this event, I had to put myself at multiple occasions in the shoes of others to better understand their point of view instead of looking at their mistakes since I was new to this event. I had to rely on people I really didn't know and never worked with before. In this short period of time, I tried to use the different competencies available to make things happen. Communication was one of the most important competencies I used, which made working with this team possible. Where people work, mistakes are made, and that was very important for me to remind them about. Did we make mistakes that day? Oh, yes. Did we learn from them? Sure. I had to apologize to different people, most of them kids, and this gave me satisfaction when they looked surprised at me and not angry. Other people that used to do this job were not happy with some of the decisions I made, but I believe in doing things differently and trying out new things. This approach makes it possible for me to have multiple options when organizing any other events like this. One of the changes I want to implement is working more digitally. This was only used to enroll for the competition, and because of that, we used a lot of paper. After the event, I got compliments from different people that were used to these events. The compliments were about, for example, the calmness I had when dealing with some mistakes, the proactive way of working with digitalization in a swim event, the smile I had on my face, even though I would have been tired as the day started at 4:30 in the morning. The next day, I was still receiving compliments from people that were not directly involved in the organization but could see how smoothly the event took place. The president of the swimming club even asked me about my experience and if I would do this again. Do I have an influence? Definitely, I do. Changes don't happen from one day to another, but little by little, as long as you start somewhere. Are my actions sustainable and coherent? Yes. It has mostly to do with keeping calm when taking action, giving people the chance to express themselves and trying to understand them from their point of view, being a listening ear to them, giving them their space for input. This way, you create a better understanding system with people, and then you can accordingly continue with small changes. Always, always trust the process.